Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And some space here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins gives way to Cook. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taylor Gabriel, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Eason. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason, he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So might as well have not even had the penalty.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers. Whip. Watch the whip. Hit it.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Ready.
From the gun, Eason. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Ready, break.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the...
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Here we go.
Mike 54. All day, punt. Check.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, 382.
On 2nd down and 4, Cousins. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 31. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Hey!
Go get him, go get him. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Throwing again. Eason looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
6 guy, check 6 guy. Check 52.
Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. He's got his tight end, Burton. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a 1st down here. From the gun, Eason. He's got Burton here, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Martavis Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point safely through. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Two. Hey, high 7.
54.
Black.
54. Watch QB drop.
Right back.
Cousins. He's got his man Sharp complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Hey, Wahoo! Right side.
What we got?
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Bryant has it. And all the way to the opposite 48. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on.
Looking to throw. Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
1st and 10. Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check three, check three, check three.
Flag.
Shit.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
That's it, baby. We got 6.
Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Zettel popping in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Come on, set.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Eason. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And an alley to run. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta, ready?
From the gun, Eason. It's caught by Bryant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Off play action, Eason. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Eason stepping, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins now. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the boot, watch the boot. Quick the edge. Come on, Rhino!
Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm on. Jim. Check 13.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check hot. First. Slam. Jim.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On 1st and 10, Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. This one into the hands of Burton. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 3rd down, Eason. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Back to throw. Eason trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
I got it. Tight end left, tight end left. 4 down, 4 down.
Throwing on 1st down. Eason. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Complete to number 13.
Any weapon.
Right there in the middle, 55. I got one.
Looking to run with Mack. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and now it's 3rd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
To throw on 3rd down, Lester. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off. But he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
On 1st down, Eason. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. But it'll be 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Catch made here by Campbell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The point after is good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Point after here coming up. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Cousins here to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, it'll be a
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in